Hi everybody, my name is Catherine and I am doing another in the artist trading card series using these round cutout pieces with a square attached to them. And today I am going to pull another card off the pile, and I want to use this lovely dark purple as a background. And I think, in fact, it's kind of funny. The card actually lines up perfectly with these creases that are already in this bit of scrap that I've got. So I'm just going to go ahead and use those creases as a guide, and I go cut it down to size. There we go. Just making sure I'm cutting straight, which is the most nerve-wracking part because I'm working with scrap paper. So if I don't cut straight and I don't have any more of the scrap, then I just have to figure something else out. But there we have it. Purple to stick to the white. So I'm going to do the same thing that I've done for each of these and put glue down and make sure that I get it in all of the corners and especially along the edges because I do not want it lifting or separating. We are. There we go. And then along the middle, just to make sure that everything really stays in place. Just swirl it everywhere. And then flip it over and line them up and stick it down. There we go. And then just kind of smooth everything out so that it's all well adhered. And then I think the first thing that I want to do this time is actually add my border pieces because I want them to be underneath the central piece. So I've already cut bits of washi to the 3.5 inch length necessary for the height of the trading card. And I am not going to fold this washi over, which is also why I want to put it down first and have it run underneath. So I'm going to line it up to the edge and make sure that it's lined up to the edge all the way down and stick it down and then trim off the excess because I am not always the best at cutting to the right size to begin with, but that's all right. And then do the same thing for the other side because I want the strips to be running on either side of the card. Go, and this washi tape happens to have Eiffel Towers and bows on it, which actually does make it have a correct orientation, if that's the right way to say it. A correct way to be placed. There we go. So this is the up and down slit. The Eiffel Towers are standing the correct direction. Trim that off just a little bit. It's going to end up underneath, I believe, anyway, but I just don't want it there. And then cut the excess off. Go, and I ended up with just a tiny bit at the top there, and there we have it. The first stage is complete. Next, we are going to stick down one of our circles and circle and rectangle pieces, circle and rectangle cutouts. So same thing that we always do, push the glue way out to the corners and run it along the edge. There we go. And around the middle. And stick it down sort of so that it lines up to the bottom here. And this one, unlike the last two that I did, is not going to have any words on it. It's not going to have any writing, on the front at least. The back, of course, will have my signature and the date. Actually, here, let me grab one of these and show you the back. I don't think I've done that before. So it just says, "This ATC made by KM Crafts," with my signature and the date. Go. That's stuck down. And then you see why I put the washi down first, because it's going underneath the cutout. Okay, now the next thing that we want to do is grab a bit of paper, and I'm having to choose whether or not I want to use this red dotty paper or this red dotty paper. And I think this one is smaller, so this is the one that I will use. Let's see. I think I want to draw what I want to cut out first, or do I want to just cut it out? If I draw it first, you'll be able to see the markings on the paper, but if I just cut it out, I might mess it up. No, you know what? I'll just go ahead and cut it out and see what I get. See where it takes me. So I'm going to do like a curve like that, and then another curve like that, and then like that, and see what I get. Set this aside for a moment. Do a similar thing with this side, if I can approach it the right direction. A curve like that, and then like that, and then I think sort of like that, and then like that maybe. That's gonna need a little bit of attention. That's quite all right. It can have it. That did not turn out equally equal, but I will use the inner part of that hole that was already punched in the paper, and make it like that. So let's fit it on there. That's turning out all right. And then what I want to do is kind of bring this up a little bit so that it's not covering as much of the circle cut out that's already there. And there we have that. So let's stick that down and then move on to the next part. Well, I say the next part, it's going to be more of the same, but let's stick that down and then see what we get. Making sure to push it all that way out to the edges and the corners, and then all through the middle, and then stick it down. There we go. Okay. And then we have this piece, which is actually going to be just about perfect. I need to trim it slightly to get a little bit more of the kind of curve that I want. And then kind of like that, I think, so that it fits on right there. Yes, it is starting to come together. If I can pick paper up, I can even then put glue on it and stick it back down. There we go. All right, it's got glue. It is stuck down in place. You probably noticed I moved it a little bit over to the side. I just made a spot decision that I wanted it further to the side, which doesn't hurt anything. And then I want to do a similar thing with this bit. So I'm just going to take and cut it like that so that it curves. Go. And then a similar curve from this side. That's probably going to need to be thinned down, but we'll start it off like that and then see where it takes us. Oh, I did it the wrong direction. Oh, darn. See, because it would be... Although that's not bad either. Now that I look at it, I think I like it that way. I think we'll do that. The back side of this has flowers and leaves on it, but... And that was not my intention. I intended it to be the red, but that doesn't work. I cut it the wrong direction. That's okay. No mistakes, only happy accidents. And then, of course, the first thing that I do is put the glue on the wrong side as soon as I say that. But that's okay. Just wiped it right back off again. Take two. This piece just doesn't want to cooperate. This bit of paper just does not wish to cooperate, but that's okay. Take two. There we go. All right, and then stick it down. Can you tell what this is going to be yet? If you can already tell what this is going to be, I encourage you to leave a comment in the comments below calling it out before I've finished it and it becomes super obvious. If you can't tell what it's going to be, still leave a comment in the comments below. Just wait until the end of the video first and claim that you knew what it was going to be all along. There we go. All right, and then what I want is a bit of this red, maybe. Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little corner off of this and then fold it in half, if I can, and cut a tiny heart from it. You know, like you do on a folded bit of paper so that you end up with an even heart to each side. Just a tiny heart. And then open it back up. And this should make it become obvious what it's going to end up being. Tiny heart. There we go. All right, and then that's going to need gluing. How long are we? Ooh, we're right at the 15-minute mark. There we go. And then take and stick the heart down. There we are, and then grab our trusty 03 pen and put a line through the center of the heart and then out the sides, and then put a nice little nose right here and some eyes. that's not where I meant it. That's okay. Eyes. There we go, and then give her a nice chin, something pointy, and then maybe some pearls, a pearl necklace. There we go. All right. What do you think? How did she turn out? Is she cute or what? I like her. I like her a lot, as a matter of fact. If you like her too, definitely let me know. Remember to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!